Echo.
Okay.
Sounding okay right now.
First session of Dying Earth of Rom'Myr using basic fantasy roleplay. We got a druid, we've got a paladin, we've got a jester, and Mark, what did your character end up being?
Ranger.
Oh, a ranger. Excellent, excellent.
Ranger danger.
Did you give yourself any cult or anything?
No.
That you're sworn to? No problem. Pete's got a great one. Pete, if you want to tell Mark yours as the paladin.
I am a sworn of Tlaloc, who is the god of rain and storms, an Aztec god.
Well, let me tell you, my ranger friend, all about the wonders of Mespilus and the bounty that he brings to us through the wonderful medlar tree. It provides fermenting wonders and healing properties.
That medlar tree would not exist without rain.
Well, this is true, sir. And all gods exist on this dying earth together. True, it is true.
Yeah, I'm torn now. I'm torn. Which one gives me the best goodies?
Hopefully not as torn as the doctor is.
No mechanical benefits. They'll have to come out through merge and play. It's just color for our Dying Earth world. So now we have some gods, more gods established in the canon.
Ooh, I forgot my coffee.
Yep, my coffee is getting brewed right now. I'll be right back. But we're going to be starting in the valley, in Valater, the city, and the Paladin's high priest has gathered you all together. And I'm going to go grab my coffee and be right back.
Cookie. I know nothing about this setting or the gods.
Oh, that's okay. I don't really either. I think I've read one Jack Vance story, but man, they're really good.
I've read zero.
Likewise, none.
I mean, I think they're well worth reading, guys, if you get a chance. Or grabbing an audiobook or whatever. My capacity for reading nowadays is like 0, so
I gotta grab a what is it? I'm gonna buy a Nook from Barnes and Noble because it's like you can get one for like $90, and those fucking things are awesome. They got like it looks like they got like the paper, the e-ink screens, and it really looks like a book page. And it's like I was like trying to find reviews, but stupid people like I was like reading it, and it's like, oh yeah, the Wi-Fi sucks on this thing. I'm like, I don't need Wi-Fi to read a book.
Right, exactly.
Like, what are you trying to do, man? Yeah, sorry, I can't play Candy Crush on my Nook.
Are you saying that you ran into some stupid people
on the internet? What?
Yeah, I know it's a crazy.
I'm not, I don't exclude myself from that class,
but do they have a big form factor for the Nook, like 8 by 11 type of thing, or?
I'm not sure. The only one that I saw was like a smaller kind of one,
like a pocketbook size.
You could just look up e-ink reader because there's probably like 6 or 7 different brands, but they're all pretty much the same shit. Because there's a pretty good one. 13-inch screen. That's like a laptop screen. That's $800. Never mind. Well, because those e-ink screens are really expensive to make. Like the 10-inch ones are they're a couple $100 too. Yeah, because it's like such a detailed screen. It's like very thin, and it looks just like. Because I was like looking at pictures online. I was like, that looks pretty good, but I don't know about it because it's just I'm looking at a screen right now, so I don't know how accurate it is. And then I went into the store and I was like, damn, this is like it's like a book page that's on this tablet.
I use the Kindle quite a lot, to be honest.
You like the Kindle?
Yeah,
they got a big form factor, the standard sheet of letter.
Yo, this is cyberpunk shit. The Skiff reader. Look at this thing.
That's a good name for your high priest, Skiff reader.
New window.
It's flexible.
Oh wow!
And that just looks really cyberpunk. Reading the San Francisco Chronicle on a tablet.
Nice.
Deckers infiltrate Megacorp.
Skiff reader has called you together In the hall of what's your god's name again, Pete? I want to spell it out.
Tlaloc, Tlaloc. You know the common spelling.
Tlaloc High Priest has gathered you in the Great Hall, which is a tight, cloistered, stuffy stone hall with way too many pillars in it, making it difficult to move around in. That it's kind of that tight, but near the dais is an open area where he receives the visitors, supplicants, and dishes out his orders. And the latest, go figure, merchants that went to go and collect the monthly shipment of Balfin silk from the mysterious traders known as the Strangled have not returned. And they go to the transactions are held at Skystone River Place, and that's on the map as Greer Bricks Lie No. I don't know if you see that on the campaign map, but it's pretty much at the in the peaks of the Groaning Mountains there, the Yanihor Mountains, where the Balfin Silk Road basically ends. The humans trade at that site because the Strangled never come down into the city, which is a day and a half journey. And the high priest, of course, is concerned because without the trade goods, he's not going to be flush with cash as like he likes to be. So specifically, he was expecting 5 bales of silk, and he had sent one of his merchants to go do the transaction, Gar Hassan, who's a trader, known merchant and trader in town, and they were due back a few days ago, and so he needs to find out what happened to the trade goods. He's not so concerned about the merchant, unless the merchant has taken off, but with the goods, but he's not so sure of that because there was another merchant for the Knotsman clan that went as well, and he has confirmed with the guild master of the Knotsmen that he has not seen his merchant return either. So
what do we know about the Strangled? I mean, I know that they're mysterious people and that they kind of live outside of the Empire itself.
Yes, not much is known of them.
Other than that, they're trading partners that we send our own merchants to trade with.
Yeah, it's Skystone River Place for bales.
Okay.
Silk.
Okay.
Do you ever have any violent streaks? Slaughtering people? I said, do the Strangled ever have any violent streaks, like slaughtering merchants or anything like that?
No. The trade has been quite lucrative, and has made some of the cults or the leading orders in Volataire powerful because they control the trade with them, and they never come into town. And none have ever been seen outside of their nomadic dress, which covers their face. And they have a very strange way of their voices. It's kind of hard to understand as they
right, and they have their own dialect, don't they?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And
does anybody in our group speak that Strangler's dialect? I know Rark does not.
I barely speak Derm. What was it?
Derharder.
Dunhard. Yeah, I barely speak that. I got an intelligence of -1.
Yeah, I assume that's all I spoke.
And that's all that's all they speak with them. The strangled learn to speak.
Oh, they can eat Gouda done harder.
Yeah. And so yeah, he wants you to head out to Sky Stone River Place, and find out what happened. And he'll give you a bounty, of course, for returning the 5 bales of mace maker silk. And if you can return the 5 bales, there's all 5 bales. He will give you a bounty of 500 gold pieces.
Hmm. Is this something we might need a wagon to carry, or could a man carry one of these bales?
Yeah, mace maker silk come in bales about this big.
Okay, not too big.
Packed, but very expensive. Very valuable.
Right. Oh, and this is the good that the priest was expecting in exchange for whatever goods they sent out to trade with the strangled. Got it.
Yep. And I haven't figured out what that is because I don't know what
other sundry items, I imagine,
that are of value in Valataire on the shores of the Western Inland Sea. But foodstuffs, because they live in the desert. So many of the locals don't live in Valataire. They live in the cold heat just south and farm food. And that's foodstuffs is what they're getting. And you guys get silk to make fine robes, and then also ship back to the heartland of the trackless empire.
Got it.
Because you guys are on the keep on the borderlands, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The eastern edge. You're on the eastern edge of the trackless empire. But canon says that, or at least the word from the trackless empire, anything outside the trackless empire actually doesn't exist. There is only the
right. I mean, yeah.
The merchant from the Natsman clan that also went missing, I mean, was he just going along with these same 5 bales, or did they have their own business to attend to?
There's several qualities of the silk, and they were looking for. They had much bigger but less expensive storm silk.
Not to overcomplicate things, but I mean, do they care? Do they want to know? Is that something we could go check with them about? If do they?
The high priest is saying he organized it with them.
Okay. So this is all of it. Okay, cool.
Yep,
a joint affair.
All right.
Yep, this is what's been assembled as the team. He's suspecting that they got attacked and raided, slaughtered by Fairback's barbarians. Is it any one of you guys? The druid, you're a Fairback's barbarian.
I'm not a Fairbaxian. I'm a Rom'Myran.
Okay.
And but though I do speak Fairbax and my wanderings and postulation to the masses about the wonderful medlar tree.
Yeah, so he thinks that may be another avenue if you can find out what that's his assumption that tribe of.
Do we have any? We have no Fairbaxians with us now. We have no barbarians with us.
No,
in our party.
Should we try to hire a barbarian or something, maybe?
They don't hang out in town. They live alone, so they're very xenophobic.
Oh yeah.
So no, but one of your party can speak their language, so there you go. That's why you were hired.
All right, yeah, that's not too bad. I think we should head out then. I don't think we should take the silk because that'll be extra shit to worry about.
Oh, we have to find the silk. It's
yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant taking extra. I thought that was
no. Yeah, we're out to recover the silk if it's available.
All right,
find out what happened to the caravan.
And
preferably both.
Yeah, and the Knotsmen were after the storm silk, and your priest was expecting the mace maker silk.
Gotcha.
Lighter, smaller, more valuable, storm silk, bigger bale, color of storm sky, and rough to the touch. So that's used more in making common clothing. And so the journey is a day and a half, and it goes up into the Groaning Mountains, and it gets steeper and steeper as you get closer to where the trading place is, which is near the top, before you start descending down towards the wastes where the traders come from.
Well, I'm equipped for adventure. Is everybody else ready to go?
Yeah. I'm ready to go.
I was kind of topping up my equipment here as we were
Nice.
getting started, but
how much are like rations?
Same as if they're not modified in my house rules, they're straight out of the book.
10 gold for a week of dry rations.
Oh, sweet. I have a week of rations and 4 gold.
can we buy those in half-week increments?
Not one of you guys is a thief, huh?
No.
Let's see. I heard Ranger, Paladin, Jester. Is that right? And myself, the Druid.
Yeah.
Okay. The trek is tiresome but pleasant. One night on the side of the mountain. So you get to Skystone River Place by early morning, or I should say late morning, just before noon. And the path crosses a river. And the river actually plunges from Skystone River Place. You've never seen it before, but now you know that you must be at the place. The river plunges from the arches and columns of this vast temple, the high column facade cut from the living rock, in a pattern that you've never seen. After its creation, the river must have changed its course and driven straight through the temple to emerge in a torrent from its black and empty facing. That's kind of like a waterfall. And the river curls, and there's actually, where you cross the river, there's about 100 yards away from you, towards the temple and where the river plunges out. There's a sandbar, and on the sandbar there's a couple of fires going. There's about 4 people having an animate discussion, and you see some bodies lying on the sand. They seem to be arguing, and as you guys emerge into this to the river, you're now visible. Before you were just kind of debouching off the trail, and they can clearly see you.
I think Mark should break off and try to sneak around. Try to get like some kind of flank, and we could approach.
Okay. I do have move silently.
Should we try to draw their attention like while that happens? And step up and
yeah, we can try to
yell hail.
Yeah, we'll go up and engage him. Mark can go like hide in the woods or something, basically, or just loop around.
Okay, because yep, I got what you're saying. There's what must be one of the strangled, because they have this strange wrappings, goggles.
Are they sand people?
There you go. That's a good description, like a sand person. I didn't even think of that, but I think that's what I was going for, like a Tuscan Raider. That is a perfect description. But there's one of them. You also see 2 other people that look like they come from Voltaire. and they have slaves as well. There's groups of slaves, and that's what's looking. And then there's at first you might take him for Baxian barbarian, but because he's just got like a loincloth, but he's got really pale skin and stringy black hair.
And they're sort of
unadorned.
So these guys are out on a sandbar that's off the shore of the river, or are they just like on a beach that's at the edge of the river?
It's a beach along the side of the river.
Okay.
It's a about the only flat spot here in the rocky terrain that would allow you to set up a camp.
Right. And what I heard was that the ranger and the paladin were not the the jester and the paladin were greeting these fellows, trying to draw off distraction as the ranger snuck off into the woods, and I'll just be
woods. I just kind of said
some
that.
sort of brush or hidden area.
Yeah, thinking the only thing I really have to rely on is my wit. I'm willing to go kind of greet them and try to be friendly.
Great, I like that.
I am fully confident in your wit. Oh, actually, I have a 13 charisma too.
Yeah, but he has the special ability of taunting.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying.
So we can apply that in any type of fast talk situation, I would think. But
yeah, so if possible, I'll try and sneak around.
Okay.
And cover the rest of the party with my short bow.
One of the humans who looks like they're look like they're Rom'Myrian, says, thank the gods. They've sent reinforcements.
Yes. I suppose they have.
What has happened here?
What has happened is the strangled use Skystone River Place to warehouse their stuff, and he points to the skinny pale dude with the loincloth, and this is an Ohm. This is their leader, and they're the caretakers, it appears, of the goods that the strangled stockpile here, and they have been chased out by mysterious forces.
So this guy Ohm is the leader of the Strangle?
No, he's a leader of a tribe called Ohm. He's an Ohm. That's what the merchant is saying. They're semi-amphibious, and they live inside the temple. And this Ohm character doesn't make eye contact with anybody, but he seems to be like, kicking his head back like he's listening intently. And they have sent in, and then now you notice that one of the merchants, the slaves, are a couple of white apes chained to stone, where there's looks like he chains them up here, like a hitching post for white apes. And they're grouchy.
What can these fellows tell us about what happened to the merchant caravan that came out here initially to trade? Is this Gar Hassan, or do they know of his whereabouts?
Yeah, he is Gar Hassan. And then Rizmadiro de Toxin is the trader for the Knotsman.
Mm-hmm.
His slaves are mutilated, semi-naked. Gar Hassan His slaves are heavily chained and wearing whatever they can scavenge. Some even have armor. They look really dirty, whip scarred, but well fed. And then the strangled merchant slaves are naked. They're the race you can't really determine because they're so filthy. They wear no chains, but they kind of sit on the sand, shivering in fear. The bodies on the beach are 5. There's an Ohm, there's a couple of white apes, and then the other 3 are slaves. And they were sent in to find out what happened, and they came washing back out.
All right, looks like there's only one way to go.
That's what they're standing there and arguing. Like, no one wants to commit the rest of their slaves to go back in, and that's why they were so excited to see you. Like, oh,
Yeah, the 2 merchants are there. The Gar Hassan and Rosadero.
Yep. And so they have their stuff that they were to trade, but the stuff that the strangled guy was going to trade with them is in Skystone River Place.
Got it. The temple that the Olm were driven out of.
Yep. Recently, cool. They've been living there for years.
Tracking. Okay.
And there's some Olm children playing near the river. They seem unaware of any type of emergency, and they're just throwing rock into the water.
You said some of his chained up slaves had some armor. If I see even just some moderate leather armor, can I basically try to engage him in a conversation with the premise of, hey, you don't want to send your slaves in there. Can I at least borrow that dude's armor?
Oh, you don't have any.
Oh, you don't? Yeah, roll reaction.
Yep. Would you prefer to roll in Discord or in person?
No, you can roll your dice. I'm not.
Yep, cool. All right, so 2d6 plus charisma. That's 11 plus 1, 12.
12, yep. The merchant is more than happy and orders the slave to strip off his leather armor and give it to you.
Thank you.
Nice. Do they have any other cool weapons or anything? Any of them?
No. The merchant's got short swords. The strangled has a hand crossbow.
Yeah, boring.
Something you've never seen before. So Gar Hassan, while you're Jester, while you're Narnell, while you're donning the armor and he's ordering the slave, he mentions to you is that he's very interested in these valuable bonsai trees.
Sweet.
And if you can find any of those and bring them back, he will give you a bounty.
You know what the protocol is there? Is he entitled to them, or would this be stealing?
Fuck him. Well, there's no law outside of Valatar. Nothing exists outside the.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not asking him.
Empire,
to be clear, I'm not asking him. I'm asking if I know what the implication is, and if that's no, that's okay.
What is the implication? Well, he's a merchant.
Sure.
So he probably has more customers than Pete's high priest in his temple, who is interested in the silk. So this must be other viewers. The only thing you can assume right now is that must be other goods that he's interested in trading in the city.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Well, yeah, we'll tell them. Yeah, you get the bonsai trees, but the silk is ours. Or I don't know what the state of the negotiations are, so we'll figure it out when we get out. So, yeah, I think we're good to head in.
Well, so I think Gar-Hassan, we're happy to lead this expedition and recover your goods, but we'll need porters and men to help carry anything we find there back out to you so that you can continue on trading ways. Who will you send with us into the dark of the flooded temple?
Well, once you eliminate whatever danger, we just wiped out 3 of my slaves and 2 white apes, then we would send in the rest of our slaves to pull the
I
bait.
see. You want us to scout ahead and then show you the way.
We've already lost quite a bit in these dead slaves that we will have to replace.
Mm-hmm.
They'll come cheap. The whole venture at this point is basically a loss.
And I'll turn to the strangled and ask him the same. Do you know where your goods are kept here in this place? Perhaps you should send some men with us, or you'll come yourself. Or maybe the Jom, or what about this pedful wretch, the Omar?
Low mask. He wants his home back. You can tell that he's blind.
Blind.
You start to talk to him, he strokes your face and sniffs you.
Mm.
And then he gives you a name, and the strangled translates. He just named you the talkative one.
The talkative one.
His tribe lives in Skystone River Place. They keep the goods safe for the strangled. He tells you his temple is a dark spider web of stone above the rushing river. You'll have to bring lights inside because being blind and semi-amphibious, they had no need for lights.
Mm.
So this is like, this guy's a humanoid?
He felt lights in there. And people started to die, and no one understands how. The merchants, they sent the slaves and apes inside. I even sent in some of my braves. Only crushed and poisoned bodies have washed up. There's still 4 lost young children inside. Soft skull, hard to catch, ears up, and strong jaw. If you could bring my children out safely. He begs of you. He doesn't have anything to offer.
This is the pale kind of human guy.
Yep.
Is it he looks human, or is he like, what does he look? They're definitely, he just looks like a dude with hair.
Dude
with
black hair, short, much shorter than you guys, and his eyes are whited out, like glazed over, like they've never been used or
metal as fuck.
And does he have gills? You say he's amphibious. Is he?
No, you don't see gills. You see a little bit of webbing, and his fingers are really long. And
He said semi-amphibious, so it could be like a frog or something.
Yeah.
So they're really good swimmers.
Nice. Like the Zora.
Touching your face, Narelle. Like the fingers being so sensitive, it felt like some of the skin on the tips of his fingers was writhing and moving while he ran it over your face and smelt you to get a feel for who you were.
Yeah,
all right.
awesome.
Well, I think we need to leave now. We need to go into this place.
No more face touching.
Yeah,
it's getting a little intimate.
And when you're talking to the strangle guy, some of the naked slaves around him curl into a ball and scream until he kicks them, and then they whimper silently. He says there's many kinds of silk that we have stockpiled in there, and any that you can bring out or locate and give us a location that we can bring them out. I'll give you a bounty.
Well, yeah. What are these bounties like? I mean, my guy gave us my number ahead of time. What's your number?
I'm gonna look that up.
Bounty.
Well, it depends on the on the value of silk uncovered. There's 6 different types of silk.
Oh my god!
Whip silk,
All
your
right.
sword silk, your chain silk, your clipper silk, your mace maker silk, your wind crater silk. He starts going into detail.
Silk and
You
silk.
want to give me a range of numbers like 6 to 60 or like?
Well, your whip silk, I'll give you a bounty of 10 gold per bale. It's silk is given as a status symbol to slaves. The storm silk is the color of storm sky, rough to the touch. He'll give a bounty of 25 gold per bale. Chain silk, 50 per bale. Clipper silk, he'll give a bounty of 50 gold pieces per handful. They come in small little like yarn bundles. The mace maker silk, any bales, he's offering 100. And then the smallest bales, tightly woven, is wind crater silk. And he goes, when Loth sent her children to drift on the winds over the whole world, the gossamer flight silk she spun them was so light and barely visible that the finest possible silks carry the name as a tribute. Like folded smoke, it appears. And that, if you find any of that, he's willing to give 1,000.
Very valuable.
All right, let's get this shit going.
Sure.
Do we have a name for Fish Boy?
Yeah, low mask.
No mask.
Low is spelled Lough. Mask spelled normally.
Just so if we find those 4 kids, you can. We're here from No Mask.
Yeah, I assume through this conversation long ago, we probably would have given some signal for Jorma to join us since there was no obvious danger.
Yeah. It was completely. Hey, these are the guys we're looking for.
They haven't attacked each other yet, so.
Yeah.
The dark and crooked path climbs up the.
Oh, so before we go, you're saying that this temple is used as a store sort of depot. Does anybody actually know the interior? Can someone describe?
Like a vague map.
Yeah. Do you go in underneath? You turn left. There's the main depot, or the depot
Yeah,
on the
just stay
4th floor?
past the. Keep going left, or you'll get eaten by the Balrog.
Yeah. Did we forget to mention the Balrog? Damn it.
It's a jumbled ruined temple with a lot of things to climb over, and where the Ohms stash all their stuff is in various places throughout it for safety, and they've been valuable trustees.
They stick it anywhere, kind of thing. Okay.
Yeah.
They go, we're blind. We don't know.
Are you blind putting this shit here? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Mocking the handicapped.
Yeah.
we
God,
give
that's
it
funny.
blind semi-amphibious dudes that live in this temple, and we've been doing it for years, and now something
Yeah.
is happening.
And the temple, is it? I don't know this world. Is it still consecrated to a god, or is it?
No, it's very ancient.
Oh, so no one's gonna be pissed off.
The Ohm call
So
and its tale and mysteries have been lost.
Okay.
It's been here so long that the river has been able to change course and start plunging through it and carve through it. So like the facade where you have the open arches, that's where the water just
Gushes in.
or I mean falls down to the river and creates a waterfall that you're looking up at.
Okay.
So somewhere up in the mountains or whatever, the river has carved its way into and through the temple and washes through it. So the only people that seem to find this a habitable spot are the semi-amphibious Ohms.
And it's the temple up above on the bluff, and the water comes through it and creates a waterfall through the temple and falling to the chasm below, I guess.
Yep.
Oh, that'd
Okay,
be cool.
very cool.
Yeah.
So you are going to be winding up a path along the side and getting to where where you can enter into one of the mouths of the archways.
And they're saying that the bodies were crushed and was it poisoned?
Yeah, let's see. Since we're talking about the device, I got a description of them.
They've got like darts stuck in them, like, or big pointy puncture wounds. Who's got the best immunity against poison, and do they want to lick a body?
I think I do because I don't know about that one though. I don't know if I want to.
They look like they look like they've been strangled,
Oh,
and some also appear to be snake bitten. The snake bites are all gathered in close groups on each body.
Ooh, this is getting very Conan very quick.
does anybody know what could do these kind of injuries? Or
I'm not a professional, but I think a snake.
are there humanoid snakes in this world? Again,
I have no idea.
yeah. So
Probably.
a python and a cobra had a baby. Okay.
Do the bites just look like single puncture wounds? Does it look like something is eaten from?
They look like just puncture wounds.
Okay.
The only noticeable feature is they're gathered in close groups. There's not like a single bite,
Lots of.
like a bunch.
How can we tell by the sort of puncture wounds how big the mouths are? Are they sort of normal snake size or?
Oh, yeah, about snake size. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
In the off chance that maybe it's not like a sentient creature, but just there's like some serpents. Any thoughts on hacking off a chunk of flesh or a body part to use as a distraction or test water, that kind of thing?
Bait.
Yeah, let's do it off the slave. They probably don't care about those guys.
You going to carve up some of the dead bodies?
Yeah, but basically to take a chunk to, I don't know if we ever have to, maybe we encounter water, we have to walk through whatever, dip it in or toss it or, basically just something to have on hand that might be distraction flesh.
The guy who has the.
Can we borrow a living slave so you can walk?
Yeah. Maybe a
Live
stick
and
and-
wriggling.
There's a third merchant there. His name is Chi Kasapan. He's human. He's fat. He's obviously flustered. He has no slaves. He has the white apes. He has lost most of his white ape bearers, and the two remaining are surly angry and right now always pulling on their chains. And so he thinks that those bite marks are from dangerous Stygian snakes.
Stygian snakes.
Yep. And then someone says, but those are deep dwelling coral snakes. And then why would they be up in the mountains? He's like, that's the only thing that makes those kind of bites. And don't touch those dead apes. They're still mine. They're my property. They are still valuable.
Alrighty.
All right.
Carve up the human slave
Alrighty.
all you want.
So clearly, this mountain has a connection to the deep. I think we should go into. Yeah. Fuck it. Why not go in?
I mean, it's inevitable, right? We're going.
Yeah.
I've cultivated them for years. Very valuable. I know a Stygian.
Maybe you could share your ape cultivation skills.
Yeah.
Maybe the proper light, nice watering times for apes, and when we get back.
Mm-hmm.
Dick.
Yeah, he thinks his pack apes are upset, disturbed by seeing their buddies dead
I
body.
would be too.
They're all pissed off. But the dark and crooked path climbs up to the temple's side to a narrow black opening. One spear-armed ohm guards the silent path but he is facing up the path, not down.
Yeah.
And he steps aside for you. What do you guys have for light sources?
Absolutely nothing.
I got a couple of torches.
Yeah, I did. I got a. Looks like torches came in 6 increments. I grabbed one.
I have.
How much do torches cost?
It was a gold for 6 based on the
Oh,
book.
all right. Oops. I would have done that then. Oh well.
I've got a hooded lantern and 2 flasks of oil.
Hey, look at this guy. Nice.
The hood lantern has a better chance of not going out in a watery environment than a torch.
Yeah. Are you okay dedicating a hand to that, or do you normally roll like shield and sword? Or
I don't have a shield, so I could carry light because I only have an axe.
Okay, I've just got a bow and a short sword, so.
Okay, when you're at the entrance to go into the dark temple with the rushing water, you can hear the sound of the river in the temple. Imagine once you're inside, it's probably loud. This floats out from the waterfall continually.
is it like loud enough so we might have problems hearing each other speak?
Don't know until you get inside. You can just from outside you can hear it, but you imagine that you're going to have to talk in your outside voice when you're inside.
Yeah. Can we just maybe take a moment before we go in, maybe at least establish some basic hand gestures of, I'm going forward, wait, basically just some, quick, very,
Fight
some
me.
means without yelling.
No way, motherfucker. Yes, yeah, of course. You guys want to come up with a little hand signal, whatever, communication.
At least just for basic movement, or I'll go, if someone's going to scout ahead, that kind of thing.
If you see me running towards you while screaming, it's gone horribly wrong.
Yeah.
With the lantern lit through the dark archway is a broken promontory of rock that appears about 20 feet by 20 feet. The light allows you to see the roof of above this broken promontory of rock, and it's actually faded green, very aged, of course. You imagine it might have been very brilliant years ago. And so on stepping onto the broken promontory of rock, you can see from the illumination of your light that to the north there's a partly fallen pillar. And it's fallen and it slants up to a column cracked halfway up. God, I don't know how to silence all these things. I got too many things on going.
All your alerts.
Siege and Ballista only costs 100 gold, so I think I know what we're buying if we get one.
And to the northwest, the face of an ancient patriarch looks out over the water. The nose provides an easy climb down to the back of a long stone sculpture lying face down in the river, which leads to
Deaths.
a bunch of fallen sculptures, roof rubble, and river boulders jammed together.
So it sounds like we're kind of coming in at the top of the temple and like making a descent into it, or did we walk up to it on a ground floor and are sort of looking up at the temple?
And now it's all looking like you're looking at the temple from what you can see from the distance of your light. Is that the floor is submerged in 5 feet of water, and then the flow is fast. The river is loud. And
I can hear it now.
It looks like everything is basically the temple columns have crashed in such a way that everything is climbing. You're climbing over or up or down.
Like a big jumbled affair of fallen rock and masonry, it sounds like.
Yep. And the ceiling is painted.
And it looks like there's two ways in here, north across a fallen column or northwest by climbing over a statue.
Yeah, you climb down the nose of the face of this statue onto the back of a long stone sculpture lying face down in the flow. The place that the 20 by 20 place you're standing on now, you notice the floor is littered with smashed gargoyles, and when the light hits them, some of the pieces move and creak.
Oh.
And when you're leaning over the water and looking at the north and northwest direction, where the light hits the floor beneath, an eagle made from a tumbling mosaic of bright tiles actually swoops out of the river and up into the roof. It catches a painted mouse in the ceiling and dives back into the water, and then becomes a mosaic back on the floor with a mouse in its claws.
Wow.
And that happened when we shined light on it.
The mouse was also a painting, or no? It was a real mouse.
Yeah, no, it's not. It was the eagle with the mosaic in the floor under the water, rushing water. When you shined light and illuminated the scene, it flew out as an actual eagle, went up to the ceiling and grabbed a mosaic mouse. And when it pulled on it, it became a real mouse, squiggling and squealing. And then it flew back down to its place and became a mosaic again, except in its claws as a mouse.
That's pretty metal.
Are there any other animals in this mosaic?
Right around here, no. You just see
Like owl bear in the mosaic.
Nope.
All right, just checking.
Some the colors obviously faded. There's broken parts. Parts are missing. In the ceiling.
Do we need to establish a marching order? We're gonna just press in.
I'll be in the front voluntarily. I think me and Mark should be in front because we're both the fighty types. I don't know. I don't think it really matters though because we're all pretty low or pretty low HP anyway because we're all like 6 to 8 health.
Yeah.
Narnell is happy to cower in the back.
I've got 2 hit points.
You start with max.
You start with max.
Oh.
Yeah. So you should have
Feeling a lot better now about yourself, aren't
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
I only rolled 3 and I forgot. I was like, oh, thank God.
So with the ranger, that's a D8, right? So you start with
Okay.
Plus Constitution.
and if you have a Constitution bonus, you can add it.
No. Sadly, no.
Is the water flowing east to west?
The water is flowing north to south.
North to south.
I would put your location where you are. My map, because this can get a bit confusing. Is the first area you're in, the 20 where you entered in? Put that in your, what would that be? Southeast corner.
Okay, good.
And if you take just your 8.5 by 11 piece of paper and portrait, the rest of the temple is going to be kind of filling up that space. That's the cavernous space that is where the river runs through.
Okay.
So when you're standing on the promontory of rock, just to your, if you came in, say from the east, walking west into this, the northwest route, right there is one of the waterfalls going out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 waterfalls that make up the facade of the front of the temple.
Okay.
So if you jumped into the water right there, you would be swept right back out of the temple into the pool in the river below.
All right, so that's a
throwing rocks.
So if we throw ourselves into this river, will we be able to like escape, or will we get like smashed into the rocks at the bottom?
Don't know. don't know how deep.
Dangerous.
Whoa. But you've watched a lot of action. I've watched, I've watched Classical Mohicans. You can survive it.
Yeah. It's funny. All right. Yeah.
I will find you. So, you guys all want to take a crack at whether you can swim? Yeah, this would be a good challenge.
Yeah. No, I think I'm all right. I'm all right not drowning.
So the mosaic activated or came alive when the light was shone on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then as soon as the light went away, it went back to being a mosaic.
It seemed to be activated by the light, but it completed its cycle and went back down into the floor.
Oh, okay.
And
So it's more of like it was telling a tale. No, this is the bird catching the mouse, as opposed to okay.
mm-hmm.
And
Fuck
the
it,
waters.
let's pass.
Sorry.
I said let's pass.
And you had a question about the water?
Is that fairly swift flowing or?
Yeah, the water is 5 feet deep and flow is fast.
Okay.
And it makes it loud. The river's sound is
As it pours
loud within the temple. So you do guys definitely have to speak up when you're talking to each other.
Mm-hmm. And this room is basically rubble and water.
It's a rock promontory.
Okay.
So it was maybe the beginning of a floor in the place, or would have given steps down to the floor, which the river is running across, which is blue mosaics. That's the the riot of the river over centuries has
washed through it.
Washed through it, and pillars are fallen, and it looks like.
Is there a way we can cross the chamber without stepping foot on the floor, wading into the 5 foot?
Yeah.
The flooded chamber.
You can wade into the water of the flooded chamber, but to avoid that, you would have to go those 2 directions I gave you.
Yeah, across the fallen pillar or over to the statue.
I think we should pass the pillar, because if we fall off the pillar, then we just fall into the river, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which is like boarding anyway, technically.
I do have rope, 50 foot of rope, but no grapple irons.
I will tell you. So it looks like everything is climbing.
Mm.
Climbing with light at a walking pace when nothing is chasing you does not require a test.
Oh, good. And do we see any signs of like snake statuary or mosaics or no?
Nope.
Oh, I did want to poke at one of those broken gargoyle statues with my quarterstaff. It seemed to be moving, didn't it?
When the light hit, they would like
kind of wriggle and
and creak, but I mean they're severely smashed.
Right, gotcha. Like scattered bits.
What they actually are, you don't know. You're just thinking gargoyles because you see them on some of the temples in Volunteer.
Okay.
It's the closest thing that you can equate it to. It would take some time and probably a scholar like the Jester, if you wanted to assemble them, to figure out what it originally was or how many statues actually were. But that's gotta take a long time.
Yeah. You can make your own golem army.
Yeah. Shall we head off to the north then, across the column? Everybody good with that?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
So the pillar that you walk across, it looked like it had hit the column you're going to and basically cracked it in 2, so the top is missing. So you're walking up this to the top of the pillar, which is 10 feet in diameter, and puts you about about 8 feet above the river at this point. Let's there are, where does it say that? Scattered on top of the 10-foot diameter cracked pillar is 15 glass gems of various colors. To the south is the carved pillar that slants down from the way you came. And there's only one way off this pillar, and that's northwest along a fallen buttress.
Nice.
There's a fallen buttress. There is another fallen pillar below that passes underneath it that you could jump down onto.
And where does that one? Which direction does that lead off into? The second fallen buttress beneath the first.
That one goes to it's angled. What would that angle be? I don't know. It goes to the other location that you could have gone to.
Oh, so it's a little more oblique, I guess, and kind of.
And it goes to a roped wrap column due north of you. So if you wanted to get to the rope wrap column due north of you, you would have to either go back the way you came and walk across it, or drop down from the buttress and you go to that one. And where the northwest goes along that fallen buttress, it goes to a teetering pile of heaped up stones, flattened with a flattened top.
So these glass gems.
I was just gonna say that, Mark. You go right ahead. Yeah.
Are they glass or gems, or are they glowing?
Yeah. Is it like is glass gems like is that just like a cheap 10 gold a piece, or is it like
1 million gold coins each?
Seeing as they're glass,
Damn it.
they are not worth much, but at the same time that you're observing these glass gems, you hear the sound of music from above you.
slowly back up and then look up?
And looking up, it's the mosaic is a man playing a lyre with a lion sleeping beside him. And the music, you can actually visibly see the notes move out over the ceiling and meet the blank gap the column left when it came down. And then when the notes hit that spot of the cracked surface, they turn into a glass gem, and it falls down and joins the rest.
I'm going to grab one.
The lion leaps from the ceiling.
Hell yeah. I knew that was going to happen. Let's fucking roll, boys.
Yeah, I guess we're going to roll initiative.
That's just a flat D6?
It's a flat D6, but basic fantasy role-playing, everyone rolls to its individual order. It's not group. Is that going to be a problem for everybody? Because
it's okay.
If you do that, you can also add your dexterity bonus as an initiative bonus.
Yeah.
The lion gets a 6. I'll take that.
Oh, fuck.
5 for me.
I got a 3.
Okay, so the lion goes first, and it's attacking the paladin as he picks up a gem.
I don't know if it's relevant or whatever, Jay, or how it works, but my detect evil and stuff like that is supposed to be going off at all times. Am I protection from evil?
Okay, Yes, it does. That's good. Before you reach out to touch it, you get the feeling that that's a bad idea.
I'm gonna fucking grab it. Do you guys want to fight it? Because I mean, I pulled the trigger already, so we might as well kill this fucking thing.
Yeah. For better or worse, I feel like
Yeah,
it was a
let's
thing
do
that
it.
happened.
Was
Yeah,
it
yeah.
when it jumped out of the mosaic? Is it stone-like itself, like the
No.
eagle that we saw, or is it like a true living lion?
It looks like a true living lion.
Nice. All right. Yeah. So let's fight it. Fuck it. I don't care. I could die. I'm not attached to Arthur.
What's your armor class?
My armor class is 13.
He hits.
Oof.
Let me roll for damage.
So let me roll his other 2 attacks.
Nope, 1 attack.
Oh, sweet. So I'm good.
3 points of damage. As it lands on your back and bites into your shoulder. Okay, who's up next? Stu, what do you got? What do you got for us?
So I guess I'll swing with a short sword.
Okay, so you have, what's your attack bonus?
So it is +1.
Okay, roll to hit.
That's a 4. 4 to hit.
Yeah, you miss.
Do you add your strength thing to it, or if it's melee?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you have an attack bonus.
We also get a bonus to hit, don't we? As
Yeah.
like fighters.
First level, you always get a plus. Well,
You get the
I think it's +1 at level 1,
yeah.
your attack bonus, and then you get strength for melee and dex for missile.
That's fella.
yeah. First level always gets a +1 attack bonus, and they go up. Obviously, fighters get attack bonuses more quickly than other levels.
So does the first level paladin and ranger get a +2 then at first level, or just +1?
Just a +1.
All right.
You add in any bonuses.
Okay.
I toyed with the idea of importing the fighting the way Lamentations does with the fighter bonus +2, but I scrapped that and I wanted to go straight with the rules as written.
Yeah,
Yeah.
simple.
So who's next? Next attack would be the ranger.
Putting the gym down.
Oh no, that's your intelligence. Okay.
Oh, that's my initiative. Sorry.
Oh, okay. It's your attack.
So just roll.
Yep, and add any strength bonus and your standard +1 for first level. Dude,
I'll take on my sword to say 9.
that is a miss.
Stop moving.
Who's next?
I think who else went? Did everybody else go? I think the druid goes because I only got a 2.
That was
Druid?
5.
Yeah, I'm gonna step forward and go and try my animal affinity.
Oh, cool.
Trying to
Ooh, that's cool.
back this lion off. Are you good with that, Jay?
I am way good with that.
All right. But I threw a 5, so he's super pissed.
Oh, he is? Okay. Because that is that's a good tactic. The paladin.
Yeah. I'm gonna shout, "Tlaloc, drown you!" And 16
Nice.
and 6 damage.
Okay. You wound it. It bleeds. It drops onto the pillar floor instead of on your body. When it steps or is forced off your back by your blow, it breaks a couple of the glass gems on the floor. And music comes out of the gem.
Okay.
And everyone's got to roll a saving throw.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, these are like.
Let me tell you.
Is it because it's so loud that we need to make a saving throw, or something magical and or poison is happening to us?
The music is entrancing you.
Ah.
That's metal as fuck.
So,
Da.
Saving throw.
I think they're on page like 40 or something like that. I was literally just talking to Hobbs about this the other day. 'Cause he couldn't find it.
It's going to be your lowest one, the death ray or poison save.
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
That good or
Yeah.
bad?
I think that's good.
Saving throws high.
You're unaffected. Everybody else?
What page
I,
is saving throw on?
I failed my save.
You fall asleep.
52. Give me 1 second. 5.
So anyone who's failed their saving throw falls asleep.
I don't know what my save is yet, but I threw a 12.
It's like a good place to take a nap. You know, at
Does
least it's dry.
what does the druid save like? Cleric?
Cleric, yeah, saves like cleric.
And what did you throw?
I threw a 12.
You pass.
Yeah, that's a pass.
Sweet.
Yeah, death ray or poison 11, 12, 14, 16, and 15. I think for cleric.
What about monster saving throws?
They don't have any. They're monsters. They're evil.
Yeah.
Is it a hit dice based on
I think it's
Fighter.
based on monster.
fire level as hit dice?
Anyways, we rolled a 16, so the lion doesn't fall asleep.
Damn.
Oh, we could have just done the song. The lion sleeps tonight. Oh.
Roll for initiative.
Yeah, they get certain saves like saves as fighter 1, saves as fighter 3, 4.
Jay, do you want sleeping characters to roll initiative or just pass?
No, sleeping characters are sleeping. So only initiative for up and active players, please. The lion rolls a 6 again.
Goes first.
Fuck you, Lion.
In the temple of mighty
I threw a
temple.
6 as well. Is that simultaneous?
Player characters go first.
Okay.
Simultaneous is always my favorite initiative.
And let's see, who's fallen asleep? Just Narnell the Jester?
And
Paladin.
Arthur.
And Arthur the Paladin as well?
Arthur. Yeah.
Okay.
It's not a play on words, I promise.
So
Half
half the party's falling asleep right now.
All right. Well, I'm gonna rush up and stand over Arthur as I swing my quarterstaff at this lion. An 18. I think that'll hit.
Nice.
Yep,
Actually,
roll
that's a modified 20. So here's my damage. 2 points.
Next is the lion. Will attack you.
Yeah.
And it rolls a 1.
Nice.
Fumble for monsters or only for PCs?
No, I think I need to use it for both.
Does it fall off the pillar?
You've got that nice chart, right?
I got that nice chart in my binder. Because everyone knows I'm so super organized. Plays games. Out my shelves for what I need. Regular miss.
Okay.
So next,
I will move up and try and hit it with my sword. 13.
that's a hit.
D6 the sword, I think. Oh, 6.
Is it a short sword or is it a regular sword?
Short.
Yeah, short sword's D6.
Okay. It's wounded really bad. Rolling a morale check. Do I roll a d12 or 2d6?
I have no idea.
I'm going to look it up.
Wait, what was that for?
The morale, is it a 2d6 or a...
Yeah, morale's usually 2d6. And it's
That's what I would say too, but I don't know these rules, so
I don't know for basic
Page
sanity.
49.
Morale check roll 2d6. If the roll is equal to or less than the morale score, the monsters are willing to stand and fight. If the roll is higher than the score, the monster has lost its nerves. So the morale of the lion is 9. I rolled a 10.
he's losing his nerve.
It leaps back up into the ceiling and becomes a mosaic of a lion licking its wounds.
Oh, wow.
So if we take these gems, I think that we should carefully package them because then we can use them as grenades.
Sleep grenades?
What are the chances it's going to jump right back out if we grab another one?
We can probably kill it.
What is it? Just kill it and then it comes back again.
Then we run away.
I wonder if we could talk with the minstrel that's in the mosaic. Is
Are
anybody
they still
willing to...
falling from the ceiling from where the music notes are? Oh, I'm asleep. I'll shut up.
I'll wake you guys. We'll wake the sleepy members.
Yeah, dude, are you awake? Did you see what just happened?
I
I
totally
don't know, I just
saved
got
you.
really tired after that tiger bit me. It's just like, I don't know, man. It's Frolic slumber fell upon me.
No, the lyre is no longer playing.
Okay.
So now I'm gonna carefully use my detect evil when I go put my hand near these gems.
No, you don't get that same feeling.
Sweet. Just I'm gonna like carefully wrap them up in cloth and stick them into a pouch.
There's 14 of them.
Sweet. Yeah, I could distribute them about everybody.
I'm not sure I want any.
Okay.
You notice that the that falling asleep effect, you didn't have to actually go and wake them. After one combat round, they started coming around again.
Oh, it's just a very kind of momentary lapse into unconsciousness.
Go to sleep for one combat round.
That's good enough for one. That's good enough for a coup de grace for me to hang on to. Do you realize how many parents we could sell this to back in town?
Yeah.
Call them music gems. If broken, will release a brief burst of beautiful music that will send anything except the breaker to sleep for combat round. But
so that even includes other party members like Friendly Fire.
Yeah, I mean you get a save, but
Was there a radius on the effect or anything, or is it just
hearing range?
hearing
Yeah.
range? Yeah.
All right. Anybody have some? Oh yeah, we got to find that wool now, so we can just stuff it in our ears.
Yeah.
Yeah, use the
You throw it, the rest of the party falls asleep behind you. Damn it.
I guess if we all threw them at once, then we'd all be a thrower. So
That's true.
Yeah, but then we all get affected by.
Yeah.
It's everybody else's. It's just cross.
oh, I see. Like a little.
Everyone touch the same one and then drop it.
In unison.
Yep. Well, you only got 14 to experiment with.
All right.
Wow.
Firing by catapult. So,
You wanna-
how does healing work? Is anybody really banged up, or?
I lost. I have 2. I could heal for 2. Like I could with my lay on hands.
Yep.
Okay.
So
But that's it.
Once a day.
Yeah, once a day. So I think we should.
you could lay on hands on Mark's character, right? Because you lost some.
Oh, Mark, how much did you lose? I lost.
I'm fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I lost 3 points, but I think I'm gonna hang on to it for a little bit.
Well, I do have this fine elixir from the medlar tree, holy water, that I purchased with my starting character. And it's been known that this medlar tree has strong healing properties. Will you take the blessing of Mespilus?
Only because
Hardcore?
it is a offshoot of my own god.
Ah, right. A great tendril from the tree wrapping around all of this dying earth. Jay,
Yeah.
I'm going to try a blessing on on both Arthur and Jorma.
Okay.
I have one vial of holy water that I could use to that effect. And it was when I was studying about Mespilus, I was hoping for some healing properties from the elixir of the medlar tree, but that's
Sure.
I think that remains to be seen.
I don't think I've got hit, to be honest.
One of the injured parties wants to taste it. It would be a good test of your faith and see if your beliefs hold true. But I haven't heard any takers yet.
I haven't either.
I think it was only Arnoth that got hurt.
No, Pete's the only one that got hurt. Okay. So from here, you can go northwest to a teetering pile of heaped up stones. It's flattened on the top. You can go back the way you came to the first location and try a different route, or you can drop down on the
rope wrap pillar.
Yeah, to reach the rope wrap column. Yeah.
All right.
It's due north of you. So you can either
Northwest.
Northwest. Teetering pile of heaped up stones, flattened top, and there's a bale of the dolphin silk.
So we just got to mark where the silk is, or we got to carry it out?
Up to you guys.
'Cause
It's easily recognized as a bale of storm silk.
heavy.
Color of a storm sky and rough to the touch.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It's pretty big, right? The storm silk bales.
Yeah.
Like hay bale sized, or half of that, or I know the ones that we were looking for were pretty small and kind of a fine quality.
The size of this. What are they, about 3 by 6?
You know what we should do? We should have had those guys.
On that, dragging one of those out was 25 gold.
Should we just make this the cache, maybe, of where we're gonna, like, if we find something else nearby, we could just run it back to this and make a pile of the stuff we'll take out.
What we should have done was had them wait at the bottom of the hill with the slaves, so we could just run the stuff out to the door and then come back.
I'm assuming that silk doesn't react well to being immersed in water. Is it got like oil skin over it or something, or could we just literally throw it into the river and it pops out and then? Boink?
That's a good question. I'll say, Jester, what's your intelligence?
11.
Roll a d20.
10.
10. Yep, you know that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. It'll be fine. 4, 5, 6 will be ruined. It'll be ruined in the water.
Right.
Hey man, U.S. money is partially made.
Sure.
Now we know.
Damn it.
Well, we're close enough to the entrance now. We could just stack it with the guard there at the temple.
We could, or you just we know this area is also close. We could just
I like that idea of making it like our depot, like you had mentioned.
Yeah.
While you're talking, you hear a terrible buzzing coming from the roof above you.
Above us, shine that lantern up there. What's buzzing above us?
Mechanical or animal?
Like insect sound.
Oh dear. I will. I think I'll start with my sword, I think.
Okay. Are you guys going to illuminate the ceiling?
Absolutely.
I don't want to. It's scary.
A Byzantine-style portrait of a female saint suckling an armful of insect children. It's the insect children that are emitting a terrible buzzing sound. which seems to attract four white, formless, gawping, child-shaped figures made of wax. And they are climbing up out of the water. They have tongues lolling out and a single broken, slender chain hanging from their mouth.
The portrait is another mosaic, like on the stone of the ceiling, or is it something else?
The mosaic of the female saint suckling insect
Yeah.
children is a mosaic in the ceiling.
Okay, got it.
These wax small figures are crawling up out of the water, as if annoyed by the buzzing sound.
Do they look like those Omar people, the amphibian that we met on the beach? Pale-skinned and white-eyed.
I guess. Yeah. I mean,
Maybe.
maybe. I mean, they're about this big.
Oh, they're very small.
Yep, and they're climbing up.
What's the distance between us and the ceiling where the mosaic is?
That's a good question. I don't know if I got stats on that. So I'll have to make an adjudication. The flattened top that you're on is 30 feet by 30 feet.
Hmm.
And the roof, see, a team. Well, roll randomly. 19 feet above you.
So these things are they ignoring us?
No, they're climbing up the teetering pile of heaped up stones to you.
Is there a wall nearby that I could climb up to get near that mosaic?
No, you're in an open area. Like
Got
this.
I'm going to
whole
use my sling.
temple is an open area. So the only reason that you can't see the total expanse is because it's too vast for your light.
Sure.
So you're
Should I attack the mosaic with my sling? Does anybody want a consensus on that?
And I'll also give you one other detail. The only way off the flattened top of heaped up stones is back across the buttress, or to the northwest, a long series of fallen statuary gives passage to a huge standing column carved in the shape of a heroic form, holding up the ceiling with outstretched arms.
Atlas? I think we should. Do you guys want to run to Atlas?
Well, let's take care of these. Let's take care of these little crawling babies. I've got a sling too. Let's knock them off the edge.
Sweet. Well, I meant to hit the sling with the hit the mosaic up above.
Oh, you want to smash the mosaic? Interesting.
Yeah, because it'll stop attracting more things.
So I have a whistle. If I blow it constantly loud, does it drown out the sound of the buzzing and change the behavior of the things crawling?
It changes the behavior of the things crawling. They're crawling towards you now.
Oh, I will stop.
Exactly.
And there are four of them, right? There are four of these crawling babies.
Yep.
What exactly is the effect of my protection and my protection from evil? What is the
I think it gives evil creatures probably a minus to hit you. The old protection from evil. Okay, first you gain a +2 bonus to armor class, a +2 bonus on saves.
oh shit?
Both these bonuses apply against attacks made or affected by created by evil creatures. Second, the barrier blocks any attempt to possess the warded creature or to exercise mental control over the creature. Third, the spell prevents bodily contact by summoned creatures.
So the first mosaic seemed to be activated when it was exposed to light. Is it worth a shot? Like to
Yeah,
shutter?
you
Shutter?
heard it first.
Oh, okay.
The buzzing started soon after you guys started talking about what you wanted to do.
I see. Okay.
We have to be quiet, maybe.
Roll initiative.
Who the hell made this a depot for traders? That's lethal. Oh god, one again.
3.
I rolled a 6 again.
I knew you were gonna fucking say that, Jay. I felt it.
Detect evil went off.
I rolled a 1, so I know I can roll different numbers.
Yeah, my detect evil, my real detect evil.
Okay, 4 wax figures are swarming the jester.
Because he was blowing the whistle.
Yep, and let me get my countercharge. Combat.
Does anybody have any flame abilities? The wax, waxy.
Got the lit lantern.
I think,
Yeah, I was gonna say the lantern, but
yeah, that means that's only light source at the moment. Isn't it? Has anyone got any torches, candles?
could we
Oh,
light
yeah. Good
could
idea.
we light like a sling bullet on fire? Like we could douse it in oil, light it up, and hit him.
I like that idea of like lighting up a torch and trying to ward off these wax creatures with the torch. I'll try that on my initiative.
Okay.
But then again, we might just end up with on fire waxy monsters attacking us.
Attacking us, yeah. Grappling
There's
us.
that. I also had a thought about
The second one misses you. The third one grapples your leg,
Oh, not grapple.
and the fourth one grabs your other leg.
Okay.
And they make a strength check with the D20. You need to roll under your strength with your feet.
I rolled over my strength.
They yank your legs out from underneath you. You're on your back, and now all 4 of them are starting to drag you towards the river.
Oh, over the edge there.
Looks like you're up.
Did Narnell get the benefit of protection from evil from being near the paladin, the radius effect, or +2 armor class? Are these
No,
things
that's only
evil?
for the paladin. Thanks.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
a
I
10.
thought it was a radius. I was reading it as a radius.
It could have been.
Well,
But,
it's like protection from evil for the paladin. I think it only works for the paladin. I'm not sure though.
I will have to
Fine, I disbelieve in your god then. How dare you?
We all start hugging the paladin really closely.
Jay, I'm going to light up a torch from the lantern and try to ward off the wax creatures that are clinging to the jester.
My god, they're babies made out of fat.
Or equivalent to the spell protection from evil in a 10-foot radius.
Oh. Spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means you're all going to get that bonus.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So then everybody gets a +2 to AC.
For evil creatures, yeah.
Against creatures.
Yeah.
But still, I rolled high enough that 2 of them still grabbed you.
Yeah.
The jester. But
I'm just looking for advantage over here.
that's a good advantage. Hang on to that advantage. Hang on to your paladin. You light a torch and try to roll the hit.
Okay.
Oh.
I threw a 19 with my strength mod and attack bonus.
Yeah, you stick your torch right in the face of one of these waxy figures, and it turns into a puddle of wax. You get
Puddle of goo.
Sweet.
Well, that worked. All right, guys, that's my action.
Yep. Who's next?
Yeah, seeing that, I'm gonna grab a torch too and do the same. I rolled a 19.
Okay. A second one goes whee, melts into a pile of goo.
And those are the ones pulling on his legs that I went for. The one that I went for.
Yeah, they were swarming all over him now. They'd knocked him down
Yeah, I
and
guess it
dragged
doesn't
him.
matter. Yeah, they're all
All 4 of them are dragging him.
Oh, me. So I'll stand up. So there's 2 left on the ledge here with us. Is that right?
Yep, on you, right?
Oh, they're on me, so I won't stand up, I guess.
No, you'll have to try to get them off. You'd have to do another strength check.
Cool. Let me try to do that. I rolled a 2 under my strength.
Yep, they're latched on viciously, tugging you effortlessly.
I rolled a 2 under my strength.
Oh,
sorry.
that's right. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
He rolled good, I guess.
However you want to do it. However you want to do it.
However you want to do it is you kicked one of them off.
Okay.
And he goes tumbling across about 5 feet away from you. And so the last one is having trouble. He's got your leg, but he's having trouble pulling you.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I don't have any sentry devices, so I will just try and stab it. Hopefully not hitting. 6. No.
Nope.
I roll.
Nope. You don't hit it. So it's initiative again, right? That's everybody.
Hold it still, Nonel. Oh, 5.
Druid, you may go first.
I'll try to. I'm going to rush towards the one that got kicked off and try to melt it with my torch. I threw a 5. I missed.
Okay. It dodges your torch. It's going like this. Its chain is hanging out, and yeah,
Where is the chain in its mouth? Like a
the chain.
leash?
It's chain. It's in its mouth, and it just comes out.
Is it like a censure? Like a.
You can't tell yet. They're
Yeah,
still way too.
Maybe
active.
try grabbing that thing up or something.
Yeah.
It's some punk kid. Damn it.
Okay, Ranger.
Oh, I will stab at the one on the jester.
Okay.
5. Sorry.
Okay, so that brings the whacked creature.
Stop rolling around.
So there's one that's got you grappled. The other
Oh,
one.
I didn't. Oh, wait. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You go first.
The druid is trying to hit the loose waxed creature with his torch, and it runs right through his legs and jumps on the jester.
God, I hate the jester.
That is unable to grapple. The other wax creature is still tugging and trying to drag you off. So the paladin, right?
I think it's me.
Nope, you're
So I have one on me and one near me. Is that essentially
yeah.
the situation?
Yep. You were able to just like bat it when it tried to jump on you.
Yeah.
Little butt and got back up.
Instead of necessarily trying to get up and wrestle him off, can I attempt instead to just basically like either get some leverage on him and try to throw him off the pillar while I'm laying down?
Yeah. You would have to try to like shake him off.
Yep.
Kick.
Just try to whack him with a torch from that position if you could light. I mean, I don't know if you could light a torch, but
I think I'm on the ground.
You are on the ground, man.
I'll drop a torch to you.
What kind of check do you want? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I'll roll the hit.
Oh, just a hit. Okay. Yeah, that's a 10.
What's the guy's armor class is? I think it's higher than that.
Yeah, I think.
They have an
PCs
AC
start at 11.
They have an AC of 12.
Cool.
So 12 or better to hit.
All right.
New round of initiative. Nope.
I didn't go yet.
Paladin.
Yeah, I'm gonna swing with my torch. 16.
Nice.
Okay. We're down to 1. Still on the Jester's leg. Let's roll initiative.
4.
Initiative is screwing me today.
Jester and Druid, you are up.
Trying to melt another one of these with my torch.
Only one left, and it's on his leg.
That's a. I'm trying to melt the loose one, and I threw a 16.
Oh, there's only one left.
Oh, there's only one.
Just
It's
on
on
now.
his leg, and you hit with a 16.
Okay.
So you don't burn your buddy's leg, and the last wax little creature is melted.
Right.
Just as I was about to throw oil on you.
I'll save you.
It's for your own good.
Yeah. That's the doctor speaking there.
Walking around the edge of this flat stone platform that we're on, do we see any more of these wax babies crawling up the pillars?
No,
Has the buzzing stopped, or is it still going on from the insect creatures?
it's still going on during the melee, and when the melee stopped, you guys were done, stopped yelling at each other and swinging and grunting and groaning. That the buzzing stopped.
So let's very quietly leave this place.
Roger that.
Do they leave anything behind in their melted wax?
The
Pile?
chains that came out of their mouth.
What are those connected to? Like some sort of heartstone in them, or?
Nope, they were just hanging out of their mouths when they melted. The chain is just left there. It's not very long. 3 or
Is
4.
it obvious what material it's made of?
Yeah, it's metal. And
Like a metal wick.
yeah,
Is it like
Not
is
a
it like
precious
an
metal.
incense burner, like an incense censer type of thing?
it looks like something a locket would hang off of.
It's a Prince Albert for the mouth. Lovely.
Wow.
Yeah, they pee out of their mouths.
That's what it appears, that it would an ornate chain that you would hang a locket off of.
Should we pocket these things, or?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, mother. They're not silver, I take it. They're just normal metal.
Mhm.
Okay.
Melt the
Metal
wax
stuff.
residue off of them and grab them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna stifle that one torch that I just used.
Okay, so you can reuse it later.
Oh yeah.
Like putting out your cigarette and saving it for later.
Yeah.
So you can either go back the way you came. You can head northwest to that statue, or you can go back the way you came over the buttress and drop down onto that other pillar.
I think we should go visit the statue. We'll see how he's doing.
Okay.
Let's see. So a huge standing column carved into the shape of a heroic form holding up the ceiling with outstretched arms. A flood of pearly stalactites pours through his raised hands.
That sounds ominous.
Reach knife-like to graze its upturned face. You're basically crawl and climb around his torso to give you purchase.
So, sorry, is the Jester class, is that kind of scholar wizardy type thing, or?
Yeah, I look at it. I look at him as a traveling monk scholar.
Okay.
So one of various curiosities and filled with useless knowledge.
Does Nonel, does this ring any bells with you? This kind of mosaics come to life with light and sound? I don't know how you check for this kind of thing.
Yeah, Jay, I don't know.
Go ahead, roll an intelligence check with a -5 or a +5.
Yeah, I totally failed.
Maybe
What's a mosaic?
maybe Reader would know.
I gave you a +5 because this is so ancient.
Yeah.
I'm just modifying your chance of knowing anything about
Yep. So this one, sorry, one more time. It's on this pillar we jumped down to, like we're actually on it.
No, you walked across fallen statues that gave you a path, like if you were hopping rocks across the river to get to this statue, and I don't like this description of crawling around and climbing around its torso. You're at the base, so you're at its feet, ankles.
Okay.
To the north is a collapsed column engraved with something that the jester would have to make a check to know. East, a statue leans against the base, and that gives you that's how you got here. So we're at north. The north, looks like you could possibly jump across to the west of the statue. It's a possible leap. It would be a test. It's dangerous, but it would land you on a circular pile of river boulders. Let's see. To the south is a rope bridge.
Oh, okay.
That will take you to the hull of a boat. In the north, and to the north, there's the collapsed column leads to a sandbank where two fallen columns meet. The one that you would walk across and another one going to the north, but that is collapsed down onto a sandbar.
I take it we can't see any big piles of silk piled up anywhere.
Nope.
That'd be too easy, wouldn't it?
Looking up at this particular statue, anything interesting, unique, noteworthy? If I take a moment
there's no mosaic around it. Stalactites have come through the ceiling and reached height, like almost grazing its face.
Is this at the Atlas statue?
Yeah.
So whatever mosaics were there are long gone.
Gone.
It's just stalactites. Well, it looks like they're like pouring through his hands and sticking at his face.
Stalactites or stalagmites?
I got written on.
No, I'm gonna. Even if you told me right now, I would forget in 37 seconds because I've looked it up 100 times and I always forget.
Is it tights come down and lights might go up? Like,
I don't care.
yeah. Anything noteworthy about the base of this statue? Like, it's standing. None of the, most of the other statues are not.
Yep, it's just because it's a burly one. Looks very sturdy.
Cool. Alrighty.
Accident of time.
All right, I will stop clicking on the statue.
how sturdy do these stalactites look like? They look like they could drop onto us, or
You don't know.
do we have to go past them? Or
Well, they're right above your head.
oh, okay.
So there really is no escape then.
So you can either go south across the rope bridge. You can make the leap to the west. You can walk north over the collapsed column engraved with some strange symbols, or go back the way you came.
Does
You guys would go for the rope bridge and get eaten by giant harpies or something?
you said, was it Narnell could do a check on the symbols?
Yes, you could. You could make a regular intelligence check.
I have rolled equal to my intelligence.
They seem to be engraved symbols of forgotten weather systems.
Do what?
Mm-hmm.
Arcane meteorology.
It's arcane meteorology. The druid, your ears prick up on that.
Is there a sexy weather girl?
Nope.
Like that Mexican weather girl.
Fortunately, the Atlas statue is clad around the waist with whatever ornate skirt men in Sumerian dress would be wearing.
I'm not looking up that skirt.
You have to find out if he's a goblin.
You're a real stalactite.
Yeah.
Yeah, what you think is a stalactite, you quickly release your grip.
Anybody want to try to make the leap to the pile of boulders and see what's over there?
Hey, Ranger.
What's
We
the
could,
gap, like 5 feet there? Or?
I've my description has. I'll tell you. It says you can look down on those boulders and possibly jump across. Dangerous. So I would require either a strength or a dexterity check to not fall into the water.
We could tie a rope around somebody. A couple people hold it, and someone make the leap.
Yeah.
Is that off to and that's off to the west there, right?
Yes. And what you're seeing there is a circular pile of river boulders, and there's gaps deliberately filled and flattened with rocks and sand.
But that's away from the shipwreck, isn't it?
That is true, because the shipwreck is to the south.
Across beneath the rope bridge to the south.
Yeah.
Let's try for the rope bridge first, guys. I mean,
Yeah.
there's some sort of construction here. Maybe we'll find this cache of goods on the, in this built-up area.
Yeah.
Can we tell if one of the paths is more used? If these frog people where they've been here, is there signs of passage or?
No.
Damn you!
You're a ranger. Do you have?
I have track.
Oh, okay. Roll your track.
Is this class as wilderness? Because it's a -20.
No, this is wilderness.
So how do I make one of these rolls then? Because I have absolutely no idea.
I will tell you.
I think it's a percentile. But
Let's see a weird ability score. You got to give a number, but I don't understand how that works.
It's move silently and stuff like that, and hide and tracking 40. It's a 40% chance, so you would have to roll a D100. So
D100.
2d10. Yeah.
Here you go. 40 or less.
Where's the other one gone? Where have I got any D10s out?
You better have it for tomorrow, man.
That's tomorrow. 19. Good or bad?
Yeah. There's you can tell that the Ohms regularly pass this way. That they come and walk around this statue and go north and south.
So what's north and south? Is that the ship and
Ship is south and north
is the stones?
is a sandbank where two fallen columns meet.
Oh, sandbank, okay. I shall pass on that information. So these two trails seem to be the most travelled.
Which way you guys going to go?
I think we're going south across the rope bridge.
Yeah, rope bridge is a good idea.
Looking across the rope bridge. Probably a good time for a random encounter check. Nope, no random encounters. The hull of a boat, 15 by 30. It floats, but it doesn't look like it would be still navigable. and it's anchored with chains to heavy sunken rocks.
Shit. Yeah, I was gonna say, is this like one of the trader boats that they brought in from like down the river? We might as well go through it.
How would it get in? Is there?
Well, the river flows into here.
I thought it flew out, didn't it?
Well, the
From
river
out in-
comes in somewhat from somewhere.
Yeah, they come from
Yeah.
somewhere.
Far to the north, I think.
Can we see? Is there like a big opening or something? Or
Nope, darkness.
it's the Goonies.
So yeah,
And the
boat.
and the boat's laid out east to west or north to south,
North to south.
15 by 30.
There's
And the rope bridge leads to it.
Yep, and there's another rope bridge leading away from the boat going southeast.
Well, I suppose a boat's a good place to store stuff, dry and out of the way,
Yeah.
ish. I'll
Yeah,
Can we-
let's
can we
check
get onto
it
the
out.
deck? Or
Mm-hmm. Yep, it doesn't rot and crumble underneath you. And the cargo hold is full of cages. There are,
Cages.
there are 11 cages
Bonsai trees.
with taxidermy birds of paradise. There's also one of the cages has a live crow, and another one has a live raven.
ooh. Can the druid talk to animals?
I can't. I can befriend them, or calm them, but I can't communicate with them specifically. So I think we should check these cages. Do they look like they're messaging birds, or are they more
The
like?
taxidermy birds are birds of paradise, which means exotic and nothing that you've ever seen.
Right.
The living birds one is a crow, one's a raven, and those you're very familiar with. Those are common birds. In there.
Yeah, I'll open the cages for the crow and the raven.
Okay.
Do they look healthy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You open the cages and they do go out.
Maybe we could use them as sentries if you do the.
Flies away, and the crow lands on the druid's shoulder.
I'll give it a morsel of food from my belt pouch. Actually, I'll give it a seed, one of the medlar seeds, which I use as sling bullets, and let it nibble that thing
Yeah, it likes
as
that.
like a treat.
Yep, like a dog chew or something. He gets to work on that for a while.
Right.
It's involved with that and really enjoys doing that. One of the taxidermy birds, paladin, radiates evil.
Oh God!
Yeah, I'm gonna signal that to everybody else and be like, kind of like point to the one.
And Jester, make an intelligence check if you recognize this.
Again, equal to my intelligence.
You know that as what's known as a crime. A crime bird is a purplish and white feathered bird that likes to steal shiny objects, and it radiates. This taxidermied one radiates evil.
So it's a dead stuffed bird, which is somehow still evil.
Something wrong there. I don't know.
Maybe it stole something shiny, and swallowed it. Let's poke it and through the cage and
Yeah.
see what's
Yeah,
inside. What do you guys think?
Is the cage secure? Is it still locked?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
It's
Yeah. Fuck it. Poke it.
First, I'll just like gently tap it. Anything happen?
No.
All right. Do I have any reason to believe that a taxidermied crime bird would be more or less valuable than the other exotic birds?
No.
I
They're
think
all,
it would be the opposite of that because it's radiating evil, so it can't necessarily be. I don't know. I think
An evil taxidermied bird.
if not, even if it has something on it, then it's probably cursed. So it's just not good.
Fair enough. We can leave it alone
Yeah.
unless you feel the need to just smite it as a matter of principle.
I'm not neither here nor there on that.
Burn it.
I don't fuck with dead things.
You don't. Okay.
But they don't say no. That's right.
but
You know
yeah,
what? Yeah, I'm curious. I'm still poking. I'm sticking the sword in.
now you got to make me do something.
No, you don't.
Making the call. I'm doing it.
It coughs out the evil key, which it uses to escape the cage.
Yeah, it's a murder.
Damn it!
Calls its big brother, The Rock. To come and fucking.
Can anybody hear flapping?
Really distant and deep flapping.
Yeah.
Thus,
Okay,
the
everyone make a save versus breath weapon.
Oh, hello.
Whoa,
What's that? That's the same as
I will-
dragon.
that's not good.
Thanks, Narnell.
20!
16. Passed.
Fail.
I failed as well.
Okay, the two failures are stunned. You collapse, stunned, like you've been concussed by a sonic emission.
Do we see it come out the bird or just.
Yeah, the bird like moves and shrieks.
Is it?
It is not taxidermy. It was faking it. It was playing possum. It was alive, kicking and shrieking in its cage,
You're a bird, not a possum?
all pissed off.
It's just a fucking bird. Leave it. The magic fucking bird. Wait, so when it steals magic things or shiny things, does it swallow them or is it like?
Spit.
Haha. No, does it like make a nest or?
Yeah, it likes to feather its nest with shiny objects. And the bird is usually prized for its quills. Priests and other dabblers in arcane arts like to use them as their scribing tool.
Okay, do we roll initiative or?
Well, it's in a cage. You can't attack you.
That's the best way to kill it.
Yeah.
Do I need to at least roll for damage for when I stabbed it?
Oh, yeah, you're poking it, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, roll damage.
That's 6 on the
Nice.
short sword.
Okay, it gave out that horrible screech, stunned two of you, and then disappears.
To where?
Just disappeared.
Huh.
I will go, that's weird, and then try to unstun the stunned. Are they just standing there, mouse agape, or they fall over, or?
Yeah, they fall over. Like they're stunned, like they're knocked unconscious.
See, I'm very concerned about this party. They keep falling asleep.
Yeah.
Just
Like narcoleptic.
yeah.
They don't come around for 10 minutes. It takes 10 minutes.
Jeez.
Oh shit.
So I'm going to roll a random encounter check.
Yeah.
And I do not get an encounter check.
I was gonna say while they're doing that, we're gonna check out the rest of the hold to see, like, search the rest of the hold.
That's all you find.
All right.
So I will spend 10 minutes slapping both of them. Wake up!
All right.
While you're doing this, it gives the paladin a chance to idly look at the ceiling over this boat. It's a faded, barely visible panoramic view from a tall tower over the roofs of a white city. In the middle distance, beyond the gates, dots of flying color. Kites. In the far distance, a dark cumulus cloud is forming. Inside it, a knot of worm-like fire. And it is moving very slowly.
All right, let's get the fuck off this boat. So there's only the cargo hold below. There's no like captain's quarters or anything on this sucker.
Yep.
All right, let's get out of here.
And that thing's moving, you say? The thing in the mosaic?
Fire down from the mountain.
Very slow. Okay.
Yep.
That's not good.
It's the fireworm.
Should we grab if we do you want to just grab the two unconscious guys and drag them out, or
Yeah.
we'll wait for? Yeah.
You mean up on the boat onto the deck?
Away.
No, yeah. Start dragging them away.
Dragging them away you got to go across rope bridges.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah. We'll wait in the hold then. We'll wait in the hold, and after 10 minutes, we'll get out of here.
Okay.
Now you can either go back the way you came on the rope bridge, or you can go southeast on the rope bridge.
If we go southeast, does that connect back? Like, would we have to come back over the boat to go there? Go back? I mean, to backtrack.
I don't think so. The boat was going north to south. We came in from the Atlas statue. We moved south to the boat, and then there's another rope bridge running off to the southeast from the stern of the boat or the back of the boat.
Which would
I'll
be
send the map that I have sketched. I'd say for southeast. I'd be for southeast.
I have no sense of direction, so I will follow.
Yeah.
The range.
South sounds good.
Okay,
Stepping on the rope bridge, as you begin to cross it, you can see where it terminates at a column carved in the form of a tree and painted in faded tree-like tones. Buttressed branches and carefully wrought paper-thin leaves. And a mess of washed-up boulders and sand pile against the north face, forming a 10 by 30 space to stand on.
Does this seem like something the druid would know about? Like, this seems like one of his things?
Yeah, I mean,
is this your holy tree?
it
Is it a medlar tree?
But it's really attractive in the way that the branches reaching up form buttresses on the ceiling.
Huh. Is there anything else around the base, like another way to go?
Oh, cool.
Let's see. To the north, if you climb the tree, the branches form arches to the north. To the south, there is just beneath the surface of the water, carefully placed boulders, which give you stepping stones heading south. And then to the southeast, a broken column carved with names in ancient languages leads down at a 30-degree angle to the southeast.
Can the ranger detect which way the Ohm were moving through here, if they did?
Yeah, the trail.
Was that D100 again?
Or even any trail, really?
No, 100.
Yeah, no tracks can be discerned.
Okay, there's 4 people coming behind us. Oh, hang on, it's us. Damn it.
Let's see. On the sandy beach that's formed against the base of the tree, there is a strange gnarled-looking fallen tree sawed into slices and rings and polished and varnished.
Oh.
The branches are bound with barbed wire into weird silver cages.
And is there anything in the silver cage?
Nope, they're broken.
Oh.
Were they
Drew,
broken?
make an intelligence check.
That's a D20 less than intelligence.
Yeah, or wisdom. What is higher?
I'll try for wisdom. That's a little better. I failed it. 19.
Okay. Whatever this sliced tree, where it was sliced and polished and varnished, you cannot have it. I get it.
Do those slices of the tree form the bases of these little silver cages, or is it just something else that's chopped up and here on the beach?
The cages, it appears that the cages and the branches were at one point attached to the tree, but they were limbed and smashed, and the cages smashed open, and the tree itself sawed into slices about this thick, polished and varnished.
That's a very
Okay.
neat handle. So these kind of silver metal cages, were they? Can we tell if they're broken open or into, or just crushed?
They were ripped open.
From the outside in or the inside out?
Outside.
Yeah.
Out. Okay.
Yep. And the branches that are attached to it's weird. They got barbed wire wrapped around them.
It's a weird gibbety. No.
Oh.
Can
Looking on the floor of the river around here, there's a mosaic of it ebbs and flows with the maturation of starling birds rapidly, like little baby birds. Then they turn to adults, and that repeats.
So this archway, are we up on the tree?
You're on a what did I say? It's
a piled up area of boulders that's been flattened out.
Oh, we didn't climb the tree. So do you guys want to climb the tree and go down that passageway?
To the north.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that sounds interesting.
Can I take some of the silver? Is the wire of the cage? If it's silver,
it's silver. It's not really silver. It's made.
Oh, damn it!
It is not silver.
I shall leave it alone then. I shall kick it miserably.
And is the river running along the east edge of this area, or where's the river in relationship to
around you? Wherever you're on something, the river is basically all
around us. Okay, cool.
Yep, these are the map is set up like a point crawl. Intersect means to get to each piece of ground that's on average like 30 by 30 or like that.
Yeah, let's try the tree in that archway to the north. You guys good with that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure.
So you climb up the carved column in the shape of a tree. And you can climb out over the bridge, the branches to a big giant stone head lying face up.
Cool.
Oh no, he's back.
And does that lead to the archway? Is that the stone head lying face up is kind of the platform to the archway that's formed by the branches?
Yes.
Okay. What can we see through the archway? Is it dark? Is it a short passage to another chamber? Is it?
I can't tell. You would have to crawl out on the branches to the big stone giant head.
Okay.
The giant stone head is barely visible from your light. It's far to the north.
Well, I'm for climbing out. I'll start climbing. This is all about the. I'm fascinated by this. Is this tree? It's not a real tree, right? It's not a natural tree. It's a stone tree.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Interesting.
Okay, yeah, I suppose we start crawling across and
Okay. The branch goes over the giant head.
Mm-hmm.
It's a short drop to the giant head that's up, and you can see in the mouth of the big giant head some silk veils.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
If you drop down, it's an easy drop, but to get back up, someone you would have to. It's too high to jump back up to. So
We'll do a rope. We could do like
Yeah.
a rope, and then once they get down there, they could tie them to the. We'll just do like a pulley system with the bales.
should we just leave them? We
You mean
can't.
climb shit? Nah, because dude, we should take. What kind of silk is it?
These ones we can carry.
Questions.
Sorry, for some reason I keep thinking bales are really heavy, but
Yeah, they're not as like a bale, but it's silk, so everything is much more compact than a bale of hay, except what the storm silk and whip silk are. But this is a small, very small bale,
okay.
Nice.
and you know that the smaller ones are more valuable.
Is it that one, the most valuable one?
Uh,
I think it was like $1,000.
you have to inspect it.
Okay.
It's the clipper, the mace, and then the wind creator.
Yep.
They're each.
Can you describe the mouth that this is in exactly? Like, are there teeth?
Do I feel? Yeah.
This head is a human head. So, and its mouth is open and it's made out of stone.
Can we see points of articulation?
And that's where the bale of silk is in the mouth itself.
Mm-hmm. And now you can see in closer inspection that there's 4 of these small bales.
So, does it seem like there's any type of like things like ropes or something like that in place, or like a weak floor or something that would like collapse on any like thieves, any would-be thieves?
There's a pylon embedded in the left hollow eyeball of the statue. And from the top of the pylon is tied a single strand of silken rope leading up.
Leading up.
And it can be climbed hand over hand to go northwest. Like here's what I mean by going up. So there's some type of pylon stuck in the eyeball socket of the statue. Mm-hmm. There's silk rope tied to the top of that pylon, and then it goes up at an angle.
Like a zip line.
Like you have to climb it like this.
Yeah.
Or use your legs to shimmy to go off into darkness. To a cracked column top.
Does anybody have any a grapple? We can use the fish.
I couldn't afford it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I've got iron spikes.
From the head, you can see river boulders that you could skip across. You head northeast. The roof right above you, like really close, it's painted with a hunting party of nobles. But someone has at some time redrawn on these human figures and elongated them and added tails and spears where they had bows.
Oh dear.
You said it's really close. How close is that painting?
Well, from the branch, like you could reach up and touch the ceiling.
Okay.
Like, really
can I take-
high up.
All right. I've got chalk. Can we like scribble over the drawing?
Seems like
Yeah, you reach up to do that. and what did I say? The noble hunting party is made up. There's a total of 17 figures,
Oh shit.
Fuck.
and their arms reach out and they all throw spears at you.
Oh, yay.
So let's see. What's your armor class?
13.
15 with the protection from evil.
These don't radiate evil.
Damn it.
oh, shit.
No, this sounds pretty evil. I was just trying to draw. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
You're
Here's
the one.
Trying to artistically add to the.
And there are 17 of them, so I got to roll 17 times.
I'm tempted to jump into the mouth, but that would be a bad idea.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's start doing that. Let's see what our initiative is, though.
But
Okay, yeah, that's good. We should roll initiative.
thanks, Pete.
4.
I got a 1.
Same here.
I got a 6.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, it looks like the jester who is initiative first. As you're reaching up, you notice all of a sudden they animate and an actual arm comes out of the ceiling. It's no longer painted, and they're all about to throw spears down. What are you going to do?
So is there like a... How far is like the trunk of the stone tree, or is there another branch, like something basically I can just like run and hide behind for cover?
No, you guys, it eventually getting out this far to this stone head. It was only one branch.
Okay.
Yeah, climbed, right.
If I can I drop and hang like below it with just like my... this sounds like a bad idea.
You get hit by one fucking spear and you fall.
You could try to use. You're saying the hide underneath the branch by cleaning on it and dangling above those stone heads.
Yeah, and in fact, could I maybe use my climb walls skill to try to like just latch onto the sides of it instead of having my hands exposed on top?
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So you have climb skill. The jester gets climb skill.
Yeah, 75% at first level.
Because that's why I was asking if there was any thieves, because there's a lot of climbing in this dungeon.
Mm-hmm.
So you're the most able to do impossible.
Yeah.
Climbing
All
skill.
right.
Everyone else.
So I'm going to try to do that, I guess.
Don't die.
Yeah, I did not do it. A 93.
Holy fuck.
So you're not able to do that, but you're able to hang and your arms are exposed.
Okay.
Mm.
Nice.
So probably I'll improve your armor class. So we've got I rolled a 4, but the ranger may make a move.
I'm gonna regret this. I will jump into the mouth.
Okay. That will okay.
That seems safe.
Now the
It'll be hard to get out of though.
now the 17 spears are released. There are 4 of you, right? 4 parties total. So what do I need? I need a dice roller, and I need to roll 17 1d. And I have that. I'm going to computer optimize this roll as best I can. So 17. And let's assign numbers. I will go. Write this. Druid. You are number one.
Oh fuck! We should have threw one of the magic gems. God damn it!
Ranger,
Music gems.
so 2.
It's a good idea. Throw them
Yeah.
all.
Yeah, we're fucked though.
My
Paladin,
bad, guys. It seemed like a good idea to obscure the drawing.
I thought it was a good idea.
Yeah, no, it was a good idea.
Okay, so now I'm ready to see who gets attacked.
We just didn't know that there were 17 of them in the drawing.
Do you want to share your screen, Jay, so we can see your die roller? So we can watch our fate unfold before us?
Well, I'll tell you right now. I mean,
No, that's cool. That's cool.
so
Straight
the
balls.
jester is attacked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times,
Ugh.
but you're going to have an improved armor class from your position. The paladin is attacked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Dead.
7, 8, 9 times.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Jump.
These are really teeny spears, by the way. They're not big. They're not full size.
Are they
Oh.
toothpicks?
Well, bigger than toothpicks. Ranger is
Have we?
times 2, and that leaves. Wow, I rolled no ones. The druid is not even attacked.
He would phase him.
Paladin, what's your armor class?
It is 13 or 15 with the protection from evil.
No protection from evil. So 13.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, have you just all overreacted as they throw tiny twigs at us?
Well, there's 17 tiny twigs.
It just comes off our armor. Ding, ding,
And
ding.
if you're getting attacked 9 times, that's kind of a problem.
Yeah. Fuck.
You take 7 points of damage.
I'm dead.
The paladin is impaled and teeters off, and
Do I collapse onto my music gems?
you fall off the branch, and the stone bang off the side of the stone head and plunge into the water below.
Wow.
So, thuds.
Ranger, you cannot be attacked. Jester, what's your armor class?
13.
So I'm going to make it 15 because you're hiding underneath the tree hanging onto it. And you were attacked 5 times. So we're looking at an effective armor class of 15. You are hit once and take 1 point of damage.
All right.
That's it.
Well, I've got all the silk. Hooray, me.
The paladin's wasted. Yeah, what did I say? You had 4 bales?
Yeah. This is actually perfect time. I do have to cut out early anyway. So,
Silk.
see you guys later.
Oh, see you, Pete. Sorry, man.
Yeah, and it looks like the expensive stuff, but it weighs a lot more than you would think.
Okay. So, what's happening with the?
The pictures in the ceiling.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Mosaic.
Now
That's what
that
I'm
they
looking for.
they've released their little toothpick spears, they just seem to be gesturing at you angrily.
Oh, so they haven't got refreshed.
No. If they had them, they definitely look like they would have thrown them.
Okay. I'll call out. Is anybody else okay?
I'm still here.
I hope to God the paladin's okay.
He didn't make it. I'm looking over the edge of the branch at his dashed body on the beach, half in and half out of the water.
No. You guys are by the stone head. You're far away from that the beach where you climbed up the tree. So he bounced off the stone head and then fell into the river.
Oh, he got swept away into the river. Okay.
Clearly, Renadril's luck was not with him today.
At some point, the merchants on the beach are going to see a dead paladin floating.
His body come tumbling over the waterfall.
Yep.
Does
He'll probably go, wow, another party doomed. We're fucked.
does Nonel get half experience for killing him?
No, it's more like a trap.
Yeah.
You sprung a trap.
Oh,
Well, I will try and climb out of this mouth before.
Well,
we
I've
break
got
the mouth.
I've got rope that I can lower down to you, and we can use that to get the bales out.
Do you want to?
But first, I think the most important thing is to help Narnell up
Yeah.
off the branch from where he's hanging.
Or you can easily jump down into the drop
Down into the mouth.
with the ranger.
Okay.
I look up. What are you doing up there?
Actually, it'd be easier than trying to climb back up.
All right. Yeah, we can do that.
So I'm still up on the branch looking down at you guys.
Yep.
Short drop.
Yep. And above you is these animated paintings gesturing at you angrily, but nothing seems to be happening. They don't make any noise either. And yeah, so 2 characters are in the mouth with the 4 bales, and 1 guy's up above. What do you do now? You're lowering a rope, I understand.
Yeah. So Nonel, 2-way split.
Whoa. I think it's 3, right? I got the rope.
That's true. Damn it.
But I mean, there's other ways off the stone hill. We can go northeast across river boulders.
Yeah, do we want to get the silk? Yeah, we can carry the silk, can't we? So, okay.
Yeah, well, they're much heavier than they should be.
Is there something in them?
Yeah.
Oh dear. Is it something nice and fluffy?
No, they feel like a glass tank about this big, and it's stuck in the middle of the
Sort of bale.
bale, and it looks like there's a green gas inside the glass container.
Is
And
that
that's
normal?
that's in 2 of them, and the other 2 seem to be containing wrapped parchment. Many pages tightly wrapped and stuck inside.
Wild.
But does this reduce the amount of silk that's there, or are they complete bales? Just they also happen to have things in them.
Yeah, they happen to have things in them. That's
Okay,
still
got it.
involved. The the bales have these are the expensive ones where the strangled merchant said he would give a bounty of 1,000 gold pieces for each one returned to him.
I think what's even more interesting is these glass tangs with the gases and the parchments.
Yeah.
What is all of that? I call down from the safety of the branches.
What are you putting a gas mask on for? So I'll pull out. Can I tease out one of the parchment things?
Yeah, you can pull it out, and it's like 13 pages wrapped and bundled.
I speak common. Is it in common? I don't know what common is in this. If you pull this out, you have 10 seconds to live.
Yeah. Yep. You would have to undo the binding and open it up to read it, but you can see that. But to read it fully, but on what you can see, yeah, it's written. They're written in what Dun Harad, the common language of Rom'Myrians.
Okay. Also, we've lost a lantern.
The jester quickly recognizes as collected musical scores from famous composers in the Trackless Empire. Not solitaire, but
So we know this is super valuable. Well, I was gonna say we could almost cut our losses if we get this out. I mean, it should be worth enough. We could even pay. I mean, try to possibly even reimburse, the guy that sent us here in lieu of getting him the actual silk.
So we got
Even
we got these 4, which are 1,000 each, plus that one bale near the door.
Which was 25 gold.
25.
Um,
Plus whatever this music's worth or the gassy things are. Also, does anybody else have a light source? Because Pete had the lantern.
I do. I have a lit torch.
Oh,
Thank you.
the lantern. That's right. So the
Yeah, my lantern. He's
gone.
died with it.
You got what? 2 torches between all of you?
We've
no,
got
I've got
we've
6.
got-
I also have 12 candles.
we've got light. We're okay with light.
And in lieu of being able to buy armor, I got a bunch of weird small things.
That was my only illumination.
You sound more disappointed about losing the lantern.
Yeah. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm the paladin. God damn it, I love that man.
Doesn't like a brother.
I don't know. What do you guys think? You want to look around a little bit more? Or should we just?
Well, there's that rope. There's that rope that's running off to the northwest there.
Mhm.
I don't know how you feel about climbing it to go check out what's over there, but I'm perfectly happy to take our treasure with us and quit the dungeon for today's session.
Yeah, about out of game timing. I mean, we were planning on 1 p.m. Eastern cutoff, right?
Get out of the dungeon.
Got to get out.
Yeah, you'd have to tell me how you're going back.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, so just out of game, you were planning to try to target it in time of about 20 minutes from now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
We get out easily and without any further hindrance.
all right. Well,
You guys are you're gonna gather up these 4 bales.
Mhm.
And which way are you going to get out?
So we're going to go.
We trace our steps.
Yeah, we're going to go back across the branches, to the tree.
Yep.
And then take the rope bridge back to the boat. That rope bridge is running northwest.
Mm-hmm.
We cross over the boat and we go north, across the rope bridge to the Atlas statue,
Mm-hmm.
and then out across to the flattened out chamber where we collect that last bale of silk.
Okay.
And then back to that buttress that is now running southeast across the fallen column to the entry point where we entered the temple.
Okay. I'm just going to roll 3 random encounter checks. Any 6 I get, we got a random encounter. Otherwise, you're able to leave unmolested.
Okay.
You are able to leave unmolested.
Phew. We call out to the guard. It's us. Don't stab us.
He doesn't. He steps aside for you.
Can we suss out what these this green gas is and these glass tangs? You said, is it like a haft of a sword or something, or what are these glass things?
Let's say they're this big, glass, and it's got a green gas inside.
Okay, that looks dangerous.
And the glass thing has like, what do you call it, a bung, like in a keg.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
So there is a sealed stopper that if you pulled it, or you could break the glass, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But the stopper indicates you that that would be someone with the means could extract the gas out of the glass containers.
Mm-hmm.
But what purpose and what is the gas itself, you guys don't know.
should we ask the Olm or the Strangled if they know what it is?
Yeah, or the merchants. Then maybe they know. Maybe they've seen stuff like this in their
It might be one of theirs.
markets.
Yeah. Well, the Olm chieftain wants to know where his children are.
We didn't find them. Not yet.
The merchants wanted to know what you guys found. Did you find our stuff? Did you find our stuff?
Well, we found valuable silks, which we heard that you were willing to pay us for.
That was the Strangled, right?
Mm-hmm. He goes, my, what do we call these? Do we call it wind glass?
Wind crater.
Types of silk. Wind cradle silk. Yep. And he eagerly reaches out to take them from you.
Money first.
Money first. He goes, of course. In his crackling Tuscan Raider voice, pulls out 4 beautiful rubies about this big. And he goes, 1,000 for each was the bounty. Here are 4 rubies worth $4,000.
Is there an appraise skill or something? It's not just these are worth the amount he says. They're not just glass beads.
You've seen some glass gems in recent travels, and these are not glass.
Okay.
These are the real deal. Now, whether trying to trade them in for gold in Volataire, the money changer or jeweler would be fair and not try to cheat you.
Right.
That's a whole nother story. So, do you hand him over his bales?
Yeah, I think that's a fair exchange. You guys okay with that?
Did you leave the manuscripts? Those are out.
I think we brought them with us. The musical scores.
Yeah, but you took them out of the bales, or did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I took one out.
You took one out, but I just want to know: did you take them all out?
I would have expected we would have treated it as a separate item that we are bringing out.
Yeah.
All of them.
Well, as soon as he gets one of those bales, he starts reaching in it.
Oh, looking for something.
Yeah, he goes. You guys didn't find anything else, did you?
Well, we found these glass cylinders. I'll whip one out and kind of shake it around threateningly.
Careful with it.
What is it? We've also found these sheafs of musical notes, and I'll throw them down at his feet.
Oh, what? These are some of the finest musical arrangements of your people.
This is the Strangled Man telling us this?
Yeah.
And how much are those worth to you?
I'll give you another ruby for the lot.
Wow.
So that's another 1,000 for the music and the glass.
Yep.
Yeah.
That we don't know what it is.
1,000 for the lot, the glass cylinders. I really like. I'm very curious about these glass cylinders.
Well,
does he tell us what
Maybe why don't we make an exchange? You tell us about their use and their purpose, and we'll give you the musical scores. You guys good with that?
Wait, for free?
Well, as an exchange of information, right? He seems to know what they are. I mean, we could smash him on his head and find out what they do. Or we could just take it all back to town and sort it out there.
Yeah, I mean, I assume he's gambling that we don't know what their true value is, but
that's an extra 1,000 just to. I vote just give it to him. Just take the money.
Take the money and run.
Yeah. Unless we know how to use this kind of stuff, or.
I can see the wheels turning, Narnell. What are you
do I have a rough estimate of what maybe at least the musical notes might be worth?
Yeah. And not the price. The price he's asking seems exorbitant. But maybe the strangled vial use items such as from Rom'Myr as a fascination.
So maybe it's not the musical notes, but it's the cylinders.
Yeah. I'm guessing all the slaves are here and the big white apes, all that stuff. Is that still here?
Oh yeah, there's 2 white apes with Chicopee or whatever his name is, and the other slaves, and those other merchants are like, well, what about our ship? What is the danger?
Is the paladin's body out here?
We see
Yeah,
it
the
floating by.
paladin's body is washed up.
It's like there's the danger.
Yeah.
I want you to ask him where it is, huh?
I start kicking the body. My bloody lantern!
Somewhere in sight. And the other 3 Voltaire merchants are, but without our goods, we're ruined.
Well, we need to make another foray and back to the temple, but we couldn't carry all of these goods ourselves.
Has the danger been eradicated?
Well, we've found peculiar magics within the temple itself, and the path is precarious.
Which no one mentioned, I say, looking at the frog boy.
The low mask has gone and sat with his children. He's incredibly distraught that you have not brought his lost children back to him. They're alive in the temple.
I think we just need more men. Is kind of the message. Is that we're going to regroup, take some time. Maybe go back to town.
Maybe explain we weren't expecting to be going splunking. We're not really equipped.
The strangled merchant starts packing up his stuff and having his slaves carry his stuff, and he's getting ready to leave. The 3 merchants from Voltaire are resigned. If you guys are going to head back to town, to go back with you and petition those who sent you to assist further, or otherwise they'd be ruined, and the goods won't get to market.
You guys want to make one final call on the sale to the strangled?
I think it's up to you, man.
I'm
up to you, Narnell.
What was that, Mark?
I vote to sell it if we don't know what they are, and I don't want to piss anybody off last minute.
Yeah, I'm kind of ambivalent, I think. I'll take one last little shuffle through the papers just to see, maybe they don't seem like anything else other than musical notes, and if I don't notice anything, then I think I'm good with that.
They're all musical notes. There is there's a novel.
There's a novel.
Yeah, let me, since you can read it, I'll tell you what the novel is.
Place the gas in the water supply of the town.
Candide on the Civilopede, an ironic novel of amusing and remarkable events. You don't recognize the author. It seems to be attributed to the strangled themselves, and it seems to be a collection of useful gossip and of life amongst the strangled. And you start looking for that, and he goes, I definitely want that.
I'm up for like one middle ground attempt if you guys are, of proposing for more money or keep one of the canisters and he tells us what it is for the same price.
Yeah, that's a good
So
bargain.
I'd say either I'm going to ask for double, so 2 rubies for the lot, or the 1 for 1 canister and the papers. And he tells us what the canister is.
So you want to retain one of the canisters?
Yeah, so either double 2 rubies for everything, or the original 1 ruby, but we keep 1 canister and he tells us what it is.
He shuffles his feet and he says, deal.
Which one? 2?
You can retain the canister, one of the canisters.
He tells us what it is.
Yes. It's a valuable gas used by wizards.
Right. Aaron,
Various
you want to hold on to that?
chemical applications, very deadly, needs to be extracted very carefully.
Okay.
All right.
Darnell, you should keep
He calls it
you should keep it.
Yeah.
chloral. He calls it chloral gas.
Chloral. Little gas.
Used mostly in the in alchemy.
Right. So I'll take it, and then so now we have 5 rubies and chloral gas.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And we got to get 20.
Handles the book and he puts that in his shirt.
And we got 25 for the other barrel, didn't we?
That's right.
Yeah,
No,
guy
5,000.
with the white 8 gives you 25 for the one bale, and he goes, "This doesn't even come close to covering my expenses."
Can I get his name and sort of details if we do go back?
Yep. Let me. I'll give you the names of these NPCs.
I also want to quickly speak to Frog Boy and go, "This is where we went. How much further is there?" We got to the stone head with the javelin men.
He refuses. To
Oh
talk.
yeah, we can draw out the map in the sand. Like, well, he can't see it.
Yeah. Just mocking him again.
Exactly. Yeah, he's very forlorn, and he's sitting with the children, telling them folklore stories. But Chi Kasapan, Kasapan, he's the fat, flustered, with the 2 white apes, and was sure that the place must have been filled with dangerous Stygian snakes. Then there's Reza Madero de Toxin, the Knotsman trader. He has mutilated, semi-naked, and slaves that seem to be organized in a careful hierarchy.
So which one was wanting the... Or were they all wanting silk? Or the bells? Or
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I'm going to speak to the Frog Boy and go,
There's also Gar Hassan.
Hassan. So if we need to sell any more...
And he was interested in the bonsai trees, little bonsai trees.
Oh, okay. Bonsai tree man.
But you didn't find any of those.
And I'll say speak to the Frog Boy and say, this is the journey we took.
Oh, the Resmaduro de Toxin. Notices the jester's got some chains.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, Did you find the lockets? Did you find the lockets? There was the lockets attached to these chains.
No, because we didn't see it when we melted the wax off of them, right?
True.
They
Define
did not
locket.
have any lockets on them.
Oop.
So he's like, I can only have those lockets. Maybe I could salvage something from this deal.
They were encased in small fat monsters. Does that mean anything to you?
Wax babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. That's
Why would wax babies be eating your lockets?
what does he say about them? Those are kindermorphs. They're wax golems.
Okay. Why would they be eating your...
None of your business. The lockets seem valuable.
Well, guess who's not getting his lockets back if we find them?
Yeah.
I would give you a bounty of 500 gold per locket.
Take his name and details.
Well, in the temple. Gotta go back in and find it.
Yeah. And then, I'll try and get a better plan of the temple from the... As all dealing.
behind Chieftain?
Yeah. We got to a kind of, there was a ship, and then we crossed over a tree, and then there was a big head, and there was a big mouth with some where you store some of the silk. And
Here's
then there was,
for that. He wants his children back.
where would your children be in relation to that location? Is there much more of the temple to explore? Where would they hide?
Yes, probably to the north, to the far north of the temple, through the waterfall.
Okay.
There's a place where if they were still alive, would go seek refuge.
Does he give us rough directions from the head mouth head? Like,
Yeah, cross the silken rope and find the hidden crack.
We were right there. Oh well.
I would say, your temple architecture is rubbish.
He didn't like you.
Yeah, you failed to mention all the horrible things. I'm not particularly fond of you either.
Well, they live in the dark.
Yes, yeah.
They didn't know about any of this shit.
Okay, well, at least we got a direction. Then.
Well, I mean, all of a sudden, some of their people started like dying, and mystical, magical spirits seemed to be circling about and chased them out of their home. He just wants his 4 children that he's sure are still alive, and he's considering moving on. That stone temple sky place is no longer habitable. It's cursed.
Should we provide some reassurances that we'll plan to regroup back in town and take another stab at it? Is that what we're gonna
Go
share
gather
these?
some more companions.
Yeah, find another paladin.
Maybe
two lanterns.
Yeah. So for experience, what are we looking at?
So I have 5,025 in treasure.
Yep.
And one of these Florilil cylinders.
Yep. That we'll treat like it as a magic item.
Okay.
So the 5,025 gets split up between 3 of you for experience.
Cool.
What is that?
Well, I have no idea how that works, but never mind.
Yeah, I'm working on the math.
I got a calculator.
1675.
1675 apiece.
Yeah.
In treasure and experience, or
Yeah, the treasure is your experience.
Oh, okay.
Value of the treasure. Yeah.
Okay. Do I need?
So you did well. The merchants are fucking haven't done well.
they're pissed.
So what does that mean when you get back to town? Is most likely you would imagine being ordered back out on the merchant's behalf.
We
The high priest.
we gather
Or
Pete to.
Right.
So I need 2,200 to.
Level up.
Yeah, I think.
I actually nabbed a level. I'll do my hit dice real quick.
Yeah, I did as well.
You guys leveled up? Great. Yeah, roll your hit dice.
Whoa! A 6 minus 1 is 5.
Good one step jester.
I got 6 as well.
You guys are fat.
So you guys are now in the front, is what I'm hearing.
Until we find another paladin.
Yeah.
We need that protection from evil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next time I run this game, I really don't know. I don't know what's going to fit in my schedule. So I'll just keep on posting when I have times and we can assemble. I'm going to run it open table, so
Cool.
And
Yeah.
and I can, now that we started stuff, I can add other plot hooks and things so that whoever assembles. But right now, Skystone River Place seems to be the focus of attention for the citizens of Volaterre.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
And this kind of these morning games work well for me schedule wise. I don't know how they are for the rest of you folks.
Yeah, I should be able to accommodate on weekends or pretty
Okay.
flexible otherwise. But I'll be paying attention and seeing when we
Yeah.
can do it again.
Yeah, awesome.
Right on.
Thanks for running, Jay. Appreciate it. Nice to meet everybody.
You too.
Yeah.
Cheers, guys.
Finally, Rom'Myr has come alive. I wrote this up like 3 years ago.
Oh wow.
I was like, I could never get a game going. I was like, I really want to try basic fantasy. I want to do it dying earth. Blah 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 blah. Wine. So thank
And
you.
just do it. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right. See you guys.